to stand in protest, in opposition to this abomination, to this terrible blasphemy that is occurring in the park today. The parade that happened early on Fifth Avenue. The people who have brazenly kidnapped and stolen the identity of Judaism, of the Jewish people. This movement called Zionism, an abomination to Judaism, a transformation from religion to nationalism. This abomination called Zionism that was created by heretics, Herzl, Ben-Gurion, Jabotinsky, people who spatter everything that is holy. Herzl, who declared he's not circumcising his son. These people decided they want to uproot from the Jews their subservience to the Almighty, to transform Judaism from holiness, from spirituality, from a covenant to the Almighty into pure base material nationalism. And they were not satisfied with themselves leaving the folds of Judaism, but they wanted to ensnare every Jewish soul together with them. Decided that not only are they going to create a state, but they're going to use the identity of the holy name of Jews, the Jewish identity, the Star of David. These pig-eaters, these heretics, these people who spat at everything that is holy decided to clothe their movement in holiness and godliness. So they decided to call their nationalism the State of Israel and use our identity, the Star of David, of King David who wrote the Psalms. And they decided to make a state. First they wanted to create their nationalism in Uganda, in Argentina. But when they realized that in order to ensnare the hearts and souls of Jews around the world and get the support of the evangelistic Christians from around the world, they will have to use Palestine. So they decided, these wicked men, these men who have no compunctions, to use a farce to fool the world, decided to take the Jewish identity and the Star of David and the name from the Torah Israel to create their abomination. According to the Jewish law, since the destruction of the temple, we as Jews are forbidden to have our own sovereignty, clearly spelled out in the Torah.
Yes, sir.
We wait patiently for the day when the Almighty will make a metaphysical miracle, a metaphysical change in the world, where all humanity will recognize one God and serve Him in harmony. Until that day, we are expressly forbidden to have our own sovereignty, even in an uninhabited land. Creating our own nationalism, a state, flies in the face of the Torah. It is forbidden for us. The reason why they called it the beginning of redemption and gave it a holy name is simply to legitimize this abomination, this nationalism. And it gets compounded, this terrible rebellion against God, because it was made in a land that was inhabited. The vast majority were Muslim, and there were Christians, and there was a Jewish population who was anti-Zionist. And against this whole population, they decided to create their abomination, the State of Israel. And the communities at the head, the Jewish leaders, Rabbi Dushinsky of blessed memory, pleaded with the United Nations in 1947 that we do not want a Jewish state.
Shame on you.
But their words, their pleas were ignored. And unfortunately, the works of Satan was successful in creating this State of Israel in the Holy Land, a land where God's Spirit rests. And they created this rebellion against God, the State of Israel. What has it accomplished? It has accomplished that it ensnared and stole the souls of Jews from around the world who unfortunately are lacking in the teachings of the Torah, and they believe that this is the Torah. So it is a catastrophe for the souls of Jews, and it is a catastrophe for the bodies of Jews and Muslims and Christians, Palestinians around the world, and Jews around the world. For the Palestinians, they've murdered, they've subjected them, they've oppressed them, Judaism, who have never broken the holy chain, the links, the golden links in the holy chain of Judaism from Mount Sinai, stand here and object and protest. We stand here to state that Zionism and Judaism are diametric opposites.
Smile for me, please.
That Zionism is simply a con job, a farce that has simply stolen and kidnapped our identity, the identity of Judaism. Our grandparents, our fathers and grandparents, and all the generations have died by the Crusades and the Inquisition and by Hitler to keep our holy name. And Zionism has in one swoop stolen these souls. The people that are ignorant from Jews around the world, they have stolen their souls. And they are the greatest factory of exacerbating anti-Semitism around the world. Where are all the Jewish communities that lived in peace and harmony in Egypt, in Morocco, in Tunisia, in Yemen, and in Palestine, yes, in the old city of Quds, of Jerusalem? Where are all these Jewish communities? They can't exist because Zionism has created a rift, has created a mistrust for Jews amongst the Arab and Muslim people. They are the greatest catastrophe for our bodies and souls of Jews, Muslims, and Christians alike. They are the cause of the endless river of bloodshed and suffering. We as Jews, true to the Torah and God, pray and urge everybody to pray fervently for the speedy and peaceful dismantlement, entire dismantlement of this abomination, of this rebellion against God that is called the State of Israel. What they use Zionism, which means Zion, Jerusalem, the wolf that clothes itself in the clothes of the sheep. We are the ones who are representing Judaism, and we are letting the world know that our identity and our souls have been kidnapped by these vile, evil messengers of the Satan. Please understand, they do not represent Judaism or the Jewish people. It is a movement of heretics. It is a movement of people who want to uproot the souls of Jews, and they have caused, as I say, endless bloodshed. Please do not refer to as a Jewish state or Jews. Refer to what it is, Zionism and the State of Israel, and let us all work that we can once again live together in peace and harmony. Let us show our appreciation to the Muslim people, the people of Palestine, and the Muslim and Christians in all the Arab lands and the Muslim lands for providing for us a safe haven. Let us show our gratitude to them, and let us all work for a free Palestine. The Holy Land should be free of this evil called Zionism in the State of Israel. Let us all pray to God fervently for the speedy and peaceful dismantling